Hey guys, it's Deanna from Far From Homesteading, and today I want to talk to you about zinnias. Zinnias, as you might know if you've seen any of my previous videos, are some of my very favorite flowers. I mean, you can just look around my garden and tell that maybe this person has a little obsession with zinnias. And just wait till next year, because I've got big plans for next year. I'm super excited. Zinnias are actually annual flowers, but they reseed very easily depending on the climate that you live in. Now, where I live, they don't reseed as easily. Like when I lived in Oklahoma, zinnias reseed pretty readily. But here, they're a little bit harder. So I like to save my seeds so I have plenty of seeds on hand to make this place as beautiful as possible. Because yes, the garden is important for growing food. It is very important for that. But the thing that I get from the garden mainly is peace of mind. It's an escape away from everything else, and it is absolutely one of my favorite places to be. Saving zinnia seeds are super easy. There's just one catch, guys. You're not going to be able to collect seeds from, say, this beautiful looking zinnia right here. I mean, you can, but they're probably not mature enough to, germinate and grow into a lovely flower, which is what you want. So what you want is, you see how the flower is dying there? It's crunchy. There's a little bit of purple still left on the top. That's going to be okay, because what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put these in a small box and let them dry for another 3 or 4 days, maybe a week, just kind of depending on how long it takes to get completely crunchy. And then I'll show you what I'm going to do after it's dry. See you in a week. Alright, hey guys, it's been 2 weeks. It took me a little bit longer than expected, but here I am. We have the dried zinnias. Alright, now let me show you how to get them out. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to take your dead, dried out flower, make sure it's dry, and then you just grab a hold of some of the petals like this and pull them out. And if you see, all these down here, this is the seeds right here. So what you do is you just tear them off of the petal and put them in your bowl. Just pull them out. All right, you see them? You just twist that off and then put it in your bowl. And see, okay, this right here, this is the petal right here, and this right here, this pointy thing, this is the seed. So you just separate it like that, and there you got it. There's the seed. And this right here, you can get rid of it. That's all you need to plant right there. Now it's springtime. I want to start these inside. When it gets a little warmer after the last frost, I'm going to go outside and I'm going to start the rest of these. Well, not all of them probably, but I have an idea for outside the garden. I kind of want to add some more flowers. So I'm just going to take these out and kind of disperse them around, just kind of willy-nilly them, as they say, and see what we get. Zinnias are one of the easiest seeds to save, and they're one of my favorite flowers. So I see no reason why you shouldn't take the time. Come out, clip off your dead flowers, save them over the winter, and then plant in the spring. It's so easy. It saves you a ton of money, because the price of seeds is constantly going up, and anytime you can save a little bit here and there and get your favorite flowers in abundance, why not? About 15 years ago, I moved into a house in Oklahoma City with my husband, and I realized that I moved in across the street from one of my best friends from college, Andrea. Andrea is a gardener. She is pretty much good at anything that is outdoorsy, and I really look up to her. But one of the things that she used to do that really just kind of amazed me was she always had a garden. She always had plants growing in the front of her house, in the back of her house, inside of her house, and just plants everywhere. And I went to her house one day and I was like, I think I want to dig up part of my front and make a little flower bed. So she came over to my house and she helped me one day, and we dug out probably like a 3x4 square just right there right by my sidewalk where you walk up to my house. It was not fancy, it was not bricked in. It was, you know, maybe I did put a few bricks around it, but it was nothing special. I mean, we just kind of dug up the dirt. And she went to Home Depot and picked up some plants and brought them to my house and helped me plant them. And she was totally the motivation that I needed to get started planting for fun. You know, I mean, like, I had been planting tomatoes in pots and peppers, you know, in containers in the backyard. But I hadn't really gotten to growing just for the fun of it, just because something's beautiful, and that's kind of something that I really loved about her, but I just didn't know how to get into it, so she helped me. She helped me start my own garden. She brought me my first zinnia plant. It was one of the most beautiful zinnias I've ever seen. Had big, beautiful red flowers, and I loved it. And she instilled a love for gardening, for just the beauty of it. You know, it's good to grow vegetables. It is. It's good to grow vegetables. It's good to be able to sustain your family. But a garden is more than that. And then having a beautiful garden is really, really good for your soul and your mind. And adding a little bit of flowers to something that's already beautiful. I mean, it brings in the pollinators. And like I said, I mean, I will never grow a garden without a lot of flowers. I think that is the most beautiful way to grow a garden. I think you get better fruit because you have more pollinators. It really is just a better way to go. So anytime I plant a zinnia, I always think of my friend Andrea. She's one of the sweetest girls you've ever met in your entire life, and I think about her a lot when I'm in the garden planting flowers, because I would probably never be in the place I'm at right now had she not brought me that zinnia. I mean, I'd still be having a few containers maybe on my porch, but there's no way I would have a garden like I have today without her giving me a kick in the butt, which is exactly what I needed, and just motivating me to do something that I wanted to do, which is one of my weaknesses. You know, there's a lot of things that I want to do, but I don't really ever actually do them. So thank you, Andrea. You inspire me every time I plant a zinnia seed, and I just wanted you to know that. Thank you, friend. Anyways, that's all for me today. I'm going to take this inside. It's getting a little chilly. I hope you found this video helpful, and I hope that it inspires you to plant a seed, to go out and get a started zinnia plant from Home Depot. And if you're a gardener and you see someone that has passion in their heart but don't really know where to get started, maybe take them a zinnia. Maybe plant one for them. Because, I mean, you might start something like this, where I'm now just totally obsessed with anything garden related or gardening related. Seeds. Oh, I love seeds. I could talk about seeds for like days. I hope you found this helpful. Get out there and plant a zinnia, guys. You'll be glad you did. Till next time.